It's week 3 of the NFL, and we've got the latest chapter of a historic rivalry. It's the 49ers and the Rams, coming up next.
If you're a freeway fan, we're just east of the 405, one of the modern jewels of the NFL. Beautiful SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, ready for this battle in the NFC West, a division of haves and have-nots of late, division that's produced the NFC representative to the Super Bowl for 4, Greg, of the last 6 years.
Yeah, it's very top-heavy, and it's really interesting to see kind of how that baton has been passed. San Francisco and L.A., they've really been the belle of the ball over the most recent years, but it wasn't very long ago that the best team in football
So pleased to have you along. This should be a good one. We're set, and off we go here on EA Sports. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Rams offense taking the field for the first time. Number 1 overall pick in 2016 leads him out, Greg. It's quarterback Jared Goff.
One thing about this guy that's pretty clear, Mike, is there's not a whole lot that rattles him. He does a good job staying even keel. You don't know if he just threw a pick or if he just led his team to a touchdown drive, and that was kind of the case last week. He didn't let it snowball into a bunch of back-breaking mistakes. He just shook it off and kept playing. Now, can he keep that mentality as the rest of the year unfolds? And if he does, he's going to give his team a chance every single week.
On second down, Goff. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
At this level, you just would expect a little bit better execution and accuracy on those intermediate throw for a nice pickup. Off target, off rhythm, and ends up getting away from him.
And great determination as he gets the first down. The NFL's 3rd leading rusher a season ago, it's Kyren Williams. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. In motion, it's the tight end, Higbee. A second down throw for Goff. This one complete to Atwell. And he'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. He's got a man. That's Nakua, complete. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. From the gun, it's Goff. That'll be caught by the running back, Williams. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Second down and 3. Here's a handoff to Williams. He'll work forward for a couple. Brings him down. 9th play of this opening drive, trying to keep it going here on third down. He'll try to run for it with Williams. And he's going to have a Rams first down as they get 5 on 3rd and 2. Now, Goff. That's to the left side and pulled in by Higbee. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Goff to throw. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. A lengthy opening drive. Now comes to this. It is third down. To throw is Goff. And this will be knocked out. Incomplete. Penalty flag down in the backfield. Usually a sign of a hold. So on comes Joshua Carty to try this field goal. This a 31-yard attempt. Carty's kick is good. And the Rams will take a 3-0 lead.
You know, they did a lot of good things on this opening drive, Mike. I know they stalled out once they got down there into the red zone. They're going to need to work on finishing some of these drives as this game moves along. But that's a good 3 points to start this game.
And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Here come the 49ers, and they are led by Brock Purdy. You know the story, taken last in the 2022 draft. The last 2 seasons, he has led the Niners deep in the playoffs, and it's his 3rd season, Greg, as the QB for San Francisco.
One of the best parts of the week, Mike, is when we have an opportunity to sit down and visit with these guys during the production meetings. And the thing that we both came away with was, while he was happy with the overall performance of his team a week ago, you could tell that lone interception left a bit of a bad taste in his mouth. He called that errant pass unacceptable. He doesn't plan on having too many of those in this one, and look for him to be a little bit more careful with the ball as he tries to get his team.
Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. That's the rookie, Jared Verse, fighting his way in to record the sack. On 3rd and long, Purdy to throw. Oh, got him again the second time with a sack on this opening drive.
So you spend all week, Mike, working on what they call the opening script. It's the plays that you love the most and you want to get called early. The problem? None of those plays account for being called inside your own 5-yard line, but that's exactly where they find themselves after that sack, and that's a disastrous start.
So on 4th down, the Aussie Mitch Wishnowsky out to punt, as this drive quickly stalled out, so he's on to punt it away. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. They'll break the huddle, coming up now for 1st and 10. To throw is Goff. He gets it into the hands of Atwell. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Goff. Pass caught right side by Higbee. They pick up 17 through the air. Good for a Rams 1st down.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
Here's 2nd and 9. Goff to throw. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. 3rd down and 9. Here's Goff. He'll drop this down to Williams. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down. So on comes Joshua Carty to try this field goal. This one will be from 37 yards out. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Rams, on the strength of 2 field goals, take a 6-0 lead. So the lead stands at 6-0 as this one is kicked off. This one taken at the 7. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Niners offense ready for their second possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Purdy works out of the pistol. He'll locate his tight end, George Kittle. And he'll be taken down at the 10-yard line.
There's a lot of factors that make this play so successful, Mike, and clearly the ability of this tight end to not only find the open space in the defense, but then after the catch to turn into a runner. That is very rare at the tight end position. We're seeing it more and more often, though, over the last couple years. And then the accuracy of the quarterback to not only deliver the ball to the open receiver, but to do it in a way that allows him to comfortably turn into a runner and not have to slow down and pick up those extra yards after the catch.
Some room to run as he takes it down to the 2-yard line. Here now, 2nd down and goal. One more time with Mitchell. Trying to push the pile forward. He didn't even get to the 1-yard line. They stop him short. No gain. Once more from the 2. 3rd and goal. They need 2. Here's Purdy. And he's in. George Kittle. Touchdown, San Francisco. It's his 2nd touchdown of the year. Now Jake Moody for the extra point. It's up and good. And the 49ers move out in front by a point. It's 7-6. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This returnable from the 4. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Here come the Rams as their offense trots back onto the field. The deficit is 1 as they'll search now for that go-ahead score. The drive begins with a run by Williams. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. The motion man is Nakua. They'll go play action with Goff. He'll get this out to his running back. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. Now Goff. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. The Niners have got it. And he is going to bring this one back. They force the fumble, and it leads to a defensive score. And Greg, you talked about it all week. Not just stop them with the defense, but make impact plays, and that is as big a play as you can ask for.
Yeah, and across the league, Mike, this continues to be a huge point of emphasis. Every defensive coach starts practice with takeaway circuits. How can we find ways to take the ball away? In this case, they force the fumble, scoop, score, 6 points.
Extra point up and good from Moody. And the 49ers will take a 14-6 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Rams offense back onto the field for their next possession. The deficit is 8 as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
What really stood out to me, Mike, was the body language of the middle linebacker prior to the ball being snapped. So often we see the guy who's blitzing, they get a little antsy and they tip their hand. But that wasn't the case here. He times it perfectly, nobody accounts for him, and he comes away with the sack.
Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable 3rd down getting some good yardage on that second down play. Throwing, Goff, and that is incomplete.
So the hope is your 1/3 down conversion from really jump-starting a possession that ultimately leads in points, but after that third down incompletion, kind of throws a wrench into those plans.
And he'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. Here's the San Francisco offense, ready to take possession of the ball once more. The advantage is 8. We'll see if they can make this a 2-score game on this drive. First down and 10. The drive will begin with a run by Mitchell. And that's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7. With that, why don't we give you a look at his numbers on the ground in last week's game. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. We are through 1. The Niners have the early advantage. We're back in Southern California in a moment. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. From the gun, it's Purdy. Fine work defensively. That's going to be knocked away and go down as an incompletion. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Shotgun snap to Purdy. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front because right now, their pass protection is breaking down and this quarterback's paying the price for it.
Here's Mitch Wishnowsky now as he'll hit this from just outside of his own goal line. Fair catch is called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. The Rams offense make their way out to take over once more. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Look wide, get this one complete, and he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Here's a 2nd and 9. Here's Goff. He'll locate Cup. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice...
That is intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
So the first part of any interception is just end up with the ball in your hands, right? That's what every defensive coordinator wants. But anytime you can get yards on the return, that's just an added bonus. And that's what we see here. There's a little space, does a great job securing the catch, and all of those yards just set up for better field position as their offense takes the field.
The 49ers offense ready to take over once more. They've got the lead, and they'll set forth trying to build on it. They're going to do that with excellent field position. They'll run for the first time with their fullback. And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field. To throw, it's Purdy. This throw, left side, caught by Kittle. And that'll help a bit. They're still well short of the sticks, but a solid pickup on that first down play. Throwing on second down is Purdy. And he can't get away. They rally to the football on defense and bring him down for no gain. 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. He'll look for Mitchell out of the backfield.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the 49ers will now make it an 11-point game. It's 17-6. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Rams offense ready to take over once again. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. Throwing here is Goff. Nakua snags it over the middle. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
The key to good route running, Mike, is deceiving the man covering you into thinking you're doing one thing, and then you change it and do the other. And in this case, he had the defender thinking this was a vertical downfield route, and then next thing you know, he gets to his break point, he breaks in, and that ball's put right on the money for a big pickup.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Williams gets it on the draw. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. This one complete to Atwell. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass you say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down. They run over center with Williams. And he'll be taken down.
Nice job moving the chains, and Kyren Williams is really someone who kind of came out of nowhere, and he had a career season back in 2023, finished 3rd in rushing, but it was really the yards per game, the consistency, a lot of big plays, and he picks up right where he left off.
A short game, down to the 7. 2nd and goal. One more time for Williams. Stop at the 6, and that sets up 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Goff. That is caught. Trying to reach for the goal line, but he's going to come up just short. Wow, that's going to set up 4th down. The offense will stay out trying to get this final yard. It is 4th and goal. And he's going to be hit and taken down. They got him with a big-time rush, and it will lead to a turnover on downs.
And here we have a real gutsy call here, Mike, early in this game offensively. I think you're giving up a surefire field goal attempt, but at the same time, you're demonstrating to your players, hey, offense, I have a lot of trust in you, and let's see if they have this same approach as the rest of this game plays on.
The Niners offense getting set to get back to work. They'll begin inside their own 15-yard line, so a lot of real estate to cover. It's 1st and 10. He finds some room across the 25. Love to start any drive like that. 18 on the first play. And a 1st down. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And he's not going to be able to get away. Very good coverage on the perimeter. It goes down as a loss of yards.
We call them safeties because they're usually the last line of defense, but not here. On this play, he's up there at the line of scrimmage attacking the offense, and he takes him down for a negative play.
On second down, Purdy. He finds Goodwin, and he's going to be brought down up past the 45. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. He'll go underneath here, the running back out of the backfield. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Again in the air for Purdy. That's into the hands of the fullback. And they'll take this down inside the 35. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Caught. This is Ayuk. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Back to the air is Purdy. He's going to tuck it and go. And Purdy going to smartly hit the deck here as he's able to pick up the first down in the process. 10 yards the pick up there, and that'll get him a new set of downs. 2 minutes remain here in this first half. Greg and I return to SoFi Stadium after a short break. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Back to throw, Purdy. Quick throw here is complete.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules, and the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop, and that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
This has been some kind of march downfield now. Can they pay it off with 6? It's 1st and goal. Throwing again is Purdy. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
Timeout 49ers. That is their second. As the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in this second quarter. Now here's 2nd and goal. Out of the gun. It's Purdy. A short one there. Caught by Kittle. And he'll be taken down right at the 15-yard line. Good drive now faces a tough conversion. It is 3rd and long. So Jake Moody now out for the field goal. This just a little more than a chip shot. 32-yard attempt.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. On first down, it's Goff. He'll let this go. Deep shot for Atwell. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. More from you and Greg in a moment. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here and what's already been an eventful afternoon of football. We'll start up at MetLife Stadium in New Jersey. And as you see, they were winners back on Thursday night. Geno Smith, sharp in the victory, as his guys bounce back from a tough start to the year to claim victory number 1. The highlights are fairly one-sided to this point. It's a 2-touchdown difference here at the break, but I wouldn't call this one over just yet. I think there could still be some fireworks yet to come.
All right, Coach, second half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Niners offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. The lead is a couple of touchdowns as this drive kicks off first and 10. Play action now. Purdy. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. To throw is Purdy. That finds Samuel working across the field. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you could see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
Looked like movement over there on the left side, and the flag is down. Aaron Banks played his college ball at Notre Dame. Guilty there. They put a receiver in motion to the left. On the handoff, here comes Mitchell. And he will work his way down inside the 30, a pickup of 6. They'll try to run with their fullback. They try to use that size to push forward, but it's not going to work. Defense strong up front. And they're going to get him down behind the line of scrimmage. They come to the line needing 11 here on third down. From the gun, it's Purdy. Oh, that's the one thing they couldn't have there, the sack that might take them out of field goal range.
And what stands out the most about Verse, Mike, is really just his consistent production at the college level. I mean, his last 3 seasons, all over 9 sacks. He's got explosive hands, really good feet, and it's that first step to get on the offensive lineman so fast that allows him to win so often. They've got themselves a pretty physical pass rusher here in Los Angeles.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this will stay a 2-possession game.
They're just trying to extend the lead here, and this is definitely one they're going to want to have back.
The Rams offense and Jared Goff set to go to work once more. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. It's another run here for Williams. And once again, they try the same runner. They get the same result. Back-to-back carries of no gain. Now it's 3rd down. Now Goff. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
The most important stat, Mike, to determine wins and losses in the NFL is clearly turnover differential, your ability to protect the ball and on defense, take the ball away. And for any offense, that's even more critical when you have the ball on your side of the field.
And he'll get a few yards back here on the return before being forced out of bounds. 49ers offense ready for this next possession. They'll start out 1st down and 10. To throw, Purdy. Over the middle to Ayuk, complete. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33.
Brandon Ayuk is able to move the chains, and I think he's someone, when you look back at last year, Mike, he took a huge step forward. Over 1,300 yards for the first time in his career. He just seems poised to have even a bigger year this time around.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Throwing is Purdy. No one open, he'll drop it to his running back. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
Now this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
Here's Purdy, making the read and keeping it. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down.
Nice job by the defense. They had that one well read from the beginning, Mike. Someone's responsible for the running back, but the key here was the defender responsible for the quarterback. Stays with him, keeps him.
He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. And this is taken in by the defense.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step one. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
On 1st and 10, here's Goff. He gets it into the hands of Atwell. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. On play action, Goff. He's going to look deep. Going to Cup.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner. The next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
On 3rd down, here's Williams. This will not do the trick. They've stopped him behind the line. 4th down coming up.
This is one of those down and distances where the offense really could either run or pass, but give credit to the defense. They sold out to stop the run, and boy, were they right. They take them down for a loss.
And this one's going to land out of bounds as they'll mark it inside the 20. So here's Brock Purdy and this 49ers offense heading back onto the field. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now they're trying to keep it going. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And it'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. 2nd and 7. Purdy works out of the pistol. This one intercepted. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
I know it doesn't seem like a ton of yards on top of that pick, but that was really well done. I mean, it's just going to make life so much easier now as the offense takes the field, trying to capitalize off of that turnover.
The home team's offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They'll begin with the football in the red zone already as the defense has their back to the wall to start this drive. Goff to throw on 1st down. This is caught at 2. And he'll take it on in. 2-2 Atwell. Touchdown, Los Angeles. So the turnover turns into a quick touchdown, and Greg, that's exactly how you want your offense to take care of business.
Anytime your defense can create those sudden change situations, Mike, absolutely, you have to take advantage of it. 1 second, you're sitting on the bench, going over your next drive. All of a sudden, after that turnover, you've got to be able to get out on the field and go, take advantage of the short field, and results in a nice touchdown.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line, and that's where the offense will take over. The 49ers offense ready to take over possession of the football. Our next drive getting ready to start, and we'll let you know what's coming up here later tonight. It is a good one. The Chiefs and Falcons in Atlanta. 2nd primetime appearance for the Falcons in the last 2 weeks. Then on Monday, a doubleheader comes your way. It's the Jags and the Bills in Orchard Park. Both the start time, 7:30 Eastern, followed by the Commanders and Bengals. That kicks off at the usual 8:15 starting time. That's into traffic, but taken in. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Zone route running, Mike, is very simple. Once you come off the line of scrimmage after the ball is snapped and you know it's zone coverage, as long as it's sort of in the area the quarterback expects you to be, my rule was just run where they're not. And when he throws it, catch it.
And he'll be brought down at the 45. He's brought down by Kobe Turner. Here's 2nd and 6. Here's Purdy. He'll look for Mitchell out of the backfield. And a good job rallying to the football. Hold him just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. Downfield, got a man, and he's got it. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, 49ers. 3rd down. My focus, Greg, was on picking up the 1st down. Forget that. They go down the field and in the end zone for a touchdown.
Yeah, and I don't think it was just your focus, Mike. I think in this case, it was the defense's focus. They're so worried about where that 1st down marker was that they allowed them to get that ball up and over the top for the deep strike touchdown.
Moody now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the 49ers will extend this 3rd quarter lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The home team's offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. Throw right side, hauled in by Cup. Here's 2nd and 2. Here's the give up the middle with Williams. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line.
Finding yourself down here multiple scores in the second half, the defense is going to give you some friendly run looks. So don't be afraid to mix it in there. But if you're going to find yourself coming back from this deficit, you're going to have to do it primarily through the air with just a little bit of mix of the run.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. The motion man is Nakua. Pass caught right side by Higbee.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
They'll go play action with Goff. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Here's a 3rd down and 4. To throw is Goff. He's got a man. That's Nakua. Complete. He's going to have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the 1st down.
That is brought in at the 10. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet. It makes sense on 2nd and goal, Mike, to keep this ball on the ground. You always have 3rd down again to finally punch it in. But now after the defense forces you backwards, I think you have to consider putting this one in the air here on 3rd and goal.
That's going to be incomplete, and the clock will stop. Likely one more play in this 3rd quarter. So on comes Joshua Carty to try this field goal. This about as short as you can get. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. So we'll take it to the other end as we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. A good return as he takes it across the 30. Brock Purdy and the NFC champs back out to begin this next drive. And he has been in control of this offense. Want to run you through some of the action from earlier on. You've got the 2 touchdown passes, over 200 passing yards. He has been excellent all game long. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. They face 2nd down and 7. So Kittle comes in motion. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Out of the gun. It's Purdy. Ayuk makes the catch right side. The 49ers out for the punt. And no run back here. Fair catch taken at the 17-yard line. Here come the Rams as their offense trots back onto the field. They'll begin with 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. He did a good job of making one man miss, but could not get away from this defense in the end. It turns into a loss of yardage. So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. From the gun, it's Goff. There's that man again. Another catch. And that'll go for a gain of 7, and it's going to set up 3rd down. Out of the shotgun. Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. The Niners have got it. And there it is. The defense comes up with the big play, forcing the fumble as they get their offense right back on the field. Coming up, Greg, with a big turnover.
Taking the ball away, Mike, has really become an art form in the NFL. Some teams are good at it, some teams not so much. But in this case, great job by the defense taking that one away.
The Niners offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. And they are really playing well here to start September, aren't they? On their way to 3-0 as they look to finish this one off. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. This one caught at the 4. To the goal line and in. Brandon Ayuk. Touchdown, San Francisco. And another score puts them in great shape here in the 4th quarter. Greg, looks like they are on their way to 3 games and 3 wins.
And they say the only thing better than being 2-0, Mike, is being 3-0. And barring something unforeseen here down the stretch, they're going to get their 3rd straight victory to start this season. Can't ask for a much better start, and this is going to give them a real good opportunity late in the season to find themselves in pretty good position.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Rams offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And he has had all sorts of trouble in this one. Your quarterback has to take care of the ball, and he has not. Turning it over in the air, turning it over as a fumbler. You just cannot win football games in this league when the quarterback's giving the defense the ball, and that's what he's done in this one. And that one's incomplete, but a late flag comes in. Looked like he might have gotten there early. First and 10. Goff. Huff brings it in left side. And he won't get away. Good open field tackle there to get him down behind the line. Throwing on 2nd down. Goff. There's a short one taken in by Higbee.
The drag route. We used to say this is day 1 install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end.
And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack.
This is what you don't want to see out of your quarterback. As that pocket starts to collapse, the good ones, they can keep their eyes downfield and feel the rush. They don't need to see the rush. Here, his eye.
Oh, and that ball's intercepted. Charvarius Ward with the pick. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
The Niners offense ready to see what they can do. And as we look back now, Greg, at how we got here, we got a ton of highlights of the offense so far. In particular, great passing.
Yeah, and if you want to score points in the NFL, Mike, there's no secret. You've got to do it primarily through the air, and with 3 touchdowns here so far, that's exactly what we've seen. It's been deep balls. It's been intermediate shots. It's been good run after catch. This has really been high-level offense on display right from the jump.
He's going to keep it himself.
The best quarterbacks don't see the rush, they feel the rush, and that's exactly what this guy was able to do here. He's able to escape the initial pressure and immediately realizes, I got some space out in front of me. Picks up a solid gain here on first down.
So Kittle comes in motion. And this throw batted away and incomplete.
You just can't say enough about how hard it is to play cornerback in today's modern NFL, Mike. I mean, not only are these wide receivers better than ever, but the way the rules are written, you're really out there on an island with not a lot of options. Your technique has to be perfect. Your timing has to be perfect. It's exactly what we saw here, and he makes a great play on the ball.
And the 49ers are going to have a first and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Big-time completion right there, and this isn't just a spot where they're trying to run the game out here in the fourth quarter. They were not only trying to pick up points, but they're trying to get in the end zone and extend this lead. So really nice job here late. Let's see if they can put this one out of reach.
Another shot at it from the 9. Second down and goal. Shotgun snap to Purdy. That is caught. What a job to keep the play alive. Kyle Juszczyk, touchdown, 49ers. And that touchdown probably, Greg, ends any small hopes of a comeback on the other side.
Yeah, and I think those chances, Mike, were small to begin with, but with that last score, I think this one is pretty much over.
On is Moody to add the extra point. He knocks it through. And the 49ers will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This is fielded inside the 5. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. The Rams offense ready to get back at it. Greg, you always talk about it. Take care of the ball. And in this one, this team just has not.
Yeah, and you're just not going to win in the NFL if you're going to lose the turnover battle at this rate. And it's not just one guy. There's multiple guys who have their hand in this. And if they don't get it cleaned up and they don't continue to prioritize protecting the ball, we're going to see more bad performances out of them here in the future.
Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Here's Goff. He'll get this complete. It's Kupp again. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. In motion, it's the tight end, Higbee. A second down throw for Goff. That's over the middle, but it's incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls in.
And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
This is a great example of the game within the game. They're making what they call Mike declaration, and that's what sets the responsibilities of all the protectors. And in this case, the Mike was the one who came, and he's unblocked, and he's able to get home.
Going to leave the offense out there for 4th and long. They'll go for it. Here's Goff. He'll take a shot. Downfield, looking for Cup. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be 1st and goal. On the bootleg, it's Goff. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump, and they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
Line of scrimmage, the 2-yard line. It's 3rd down and goal. In motion, it's the tight end, Higbee. From the gun, on 3rd down, it's Goff. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
Teams practice these situations all week long, Mike. Down here in the tight red zone, you find yourself inside the 10-yard line. You're thinking, we've got to come away with a touchdown. Well, after that 3rd down incomplete, it's going to be real interesting to see how they approach this 4th down.
Over the top, he's got it. Puka Nacua. Touchdown, Rams.
And it's just so hard to play defense down this close to your own goal line. Of course, you have to be prepared for any sort of goal line run, but then these play-action passes down here are just so hard to account for everybody, and it's simply an easy pitch and catch and results in a touchdown.
We're down 3 scores, and it's late. They're going to need a few bounces to go their way. They'll start right here trying to get an onside kick.
You have no choice. You find yourself down big here late in the 4th quarter, Mike. You got nothing to lose. Give it a shot. Nice job here by the hands team recovering. They're going to take over possession.
The 49ers offense and Brock Purdy headed back on the field for their next possession. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. Open space to the 35. And he's going to be taken down at about the 30.
The best offensive play callers in the NFL, Mike, do a great job tying in their under-center run game, like we just saw here, with their under-center play-action game. And the ability to make those two things look alike, man, it puts a lot of stress on the defense.
It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. A run here with Mitchell. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
Sometimes you run all those big bodies out there, you kind of tip your hand. I always love going big jumbo personnel for a play action. In this case, they keep the ball on the ground. The defense knew it was coming, and they suffer a loss.
3rd down. Purdy. That's into the hands of the fullback. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off. After this, they only need a yard, and it's 4th down. They'll go. It's Mitchell. And he's going to have a Niners 1st down. They managed to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. On first down, right back to Mitchell. And a nice tackle in the open field limits the gain to only 1. Here's a 2nd and 9. Another run here with Mitchell. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up 3rd down. So a win here for the 49ers. They continue their winning ways in the month of September. They're off to a 3-0 start. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. So long, everybody.